Hello, my dear fellows. Very good morning to you all. Hope everything going great, everybody doing wonderful. Today's our program is on youth activism. When we talk about activism, what is activism and what kind of engagement it is? It is actually engagement of young minds where they are engaged in social, political, environmental, and different all other such kind of movements. Dear fellows, the movements by the young minds have revolutionized many times different parts of the world, and activism has been very important component of our societies throughout. So today we will try to learn that how it works, how activism is actually important, what is the importance of activism. In different societies, it is also taken as a negative thing. Why it is taken as a negative thing, that is a big question, because when the young minds are talking for justice, when they are talking for better climate, better environment, when they are talking for democracy, when they are talking for the human rights, then why are they taking negative? It is a question. It is a huge question. So let's discuss today what are the importance of activism. I receive a lot of questions on different social media channels by the young minds that there is need to talk about the the importance of young activism, youth activism, young minds who are interested to be activists, or those who are activists and playing their role in the societies. What is their actual importance? So let's discuss few of the points today, that how do they work actually. They drive social change. See, when society is just into different kind of things, when society is in different problems, so definitely there we need the experts, while on the other side we need the young mind to just motivate, just to activate the society as well. Let's take an example of injustices. There are different kind of injustices we can talk about. Let's say there is injustice, we say there is discrimination on the basis of religion. There are discriminations on the basis of languages. There are discriminations on the basis of colors, as we see in different countries, like we can see the history of United States. Few days back, I gave an example of states to a scholar friend, that is just there is no discrimination. So he took out 10 states where there is still a lot of discrimination between the whites and blacks. So the same way it is everywhere. I'm not just saying about one country. And there are the forces, there are the people. When you talk about even the American history, so you see the people, there were good people who stood with those who were being exploited. They stood with the blacks, and still there are the movements, there are the groups, without keeping the color aside, they stand up for the right thing, stand up for the justice. And that is something very beautiful. This is what actually this youth activism do. They work for the social justice, and they drive the social change. And social change, mostly you will find out that it comes through the young minds, when they are working hard, when they are leading the movements. They promote democracy. As I just talked earlier when I started this program, that there are a lot of countries where you find out that people are against the youth activism. Why? Because they are promoting, they are supporting democracy, while in those countries, democracy is a question. Democracy is a kind of demon. Democracy is not something positive. So there is that youth activism brings the democracy, they promote the democracy. Youth activism rises awareness. The rise of awareness is there, And whenever youth activism is there, definitely they are there with the different kind of movements, and those movements they bring the awareness, influence the policy makers. Definitely when the policy makers know that if they are doing something wrong or they are trying to do something wrong, you can find out just now there is a huge protest in the states against the Trump policies. So, what it is, wherever they feel that something wrong is happening, they just stand against it. And wherever they feel that something good is happening, the same youth, the same mind, same people, they stand in the favor as well. They encourage innovation. Definitely, when movements are there, and youth is active, so they try to find out different new ways to bring the justice. They try to find out different new ways to find out that how the problems can be solved, how the social justice issues can be solved, how the human rights can be just sorted out. So while doing this all, the best thing happens that the innovation happen, new ways to solve the problems come forward. They foster leadership. This is actually why I say always that youth is, you know, they are the people who have to become the future leaders for the states. And definitely they foster the leadership. The people join them, join these movements, they get prepared for the future, but their leadership training starts at the same stage when they are involved in these youth activities, when they are involved in the youth activism. They are the voice of marginalized people. They are the voice of marginalized part of society who really need their voice, because we see that wherever there is injustice, there are different parts of society. Some are highly privileged, some are privileged, some are middle class, some are lower class, and among all of them there is a class, I call them a class which is not educated as well as not well aware. So they get a chance. They get a chance through these movements, these active young minds who bring forward their problems, their issues, and they highlight them. They become their voice. They hold leaders accountable. Yes, when there's a mechanism of accountability, so everybody tries to be on the right path. So the leaders, community engagement, they are the ones who bring community engagement. They engage the community in different activities. They are the one who motivate the community. They are the one who bring the community into action. So they are the one who take the role of community engagement. They boost the volunteerism. No, normally nowadays volunteerism is not just getting the popularity. It's no more, a kind of thing we used to have due to different circumstances, different issues. But again, the youth are those who promote volunteerism, and they activate this component which is really needed by any society. They are the one who are change makers. Definitely when things are going in on the same pattern, they are the people who give the message for change, who love change, and who bring the society together for needed change. So my dear fellows, youth activism is very interesting. Personally, I have been involved in the youth activism for last 20 years, and 18 years I have been leading different organizations, different youth groups, and I really enjoyed them. I believe that whatever you want to do, as I have done most of my work on education, awareness, health, as well as peace through dialogue, through soft skills, through conferences. I can tell you my experience that activism is something can be called lifelong learning process. So if you are interested, must join, must take part in them peacefully. And if you feel like that really you have already taken part and you have learned some things, please do share with us in the comment box. Also, my dear fellows, do share your valuable comments if these videos are adding something to your life. Thank you very much. Good day.